Hey, welcome to Myers ASMR. How are you? Are you relaxed? Relax. Shake that stress off and that mess off. Hey, they are where they are. And where they are is just perfect. Yeah, they are where they are. And where they are is just perfect. And where I am is just perfect too. I picked up this breaded chicken bowl from Teriyaki Madness today. Well, let's try it. That's nice. But it's called Teriyaki Madness for a reason. Because everything gets drenched in teriyaki sauce. That's why. Sauce makes everything better, doesn't it? Now let's see. That is better. Brown rice and veggies. can smell the ginger. Oh, that's good. This is the junior portion, and it's just enough. Hey, go ahead and like and subscribe. Everything at Teriyaki Madness is good. So I'm watching Survival of the Thickest on Netflix right now. And Michelle Buteau is just beyond hilarious. Beyond hilarious. And so is Working Moms. was a crunchy piece of cabbage. But you throw the right sauce on it, and it tastes wonderful. Brown rice is just heartier. I'm gonna save this good sauce. You know, Asian food, they have just mastered food. I'm serious. This is chai tea with a sour sop leaf, one little hibiscus petal, a tiny bit of chamomile flowers, and a tiny dash of cayenne pepper, because that's what I do. I have to embellish almost everything and just make it better. I bartended about 12 years ago or so, and the highlight was being able to make creative cocktails. Of course, most people, they just wanted a beer. Beers. That's what most people come in for. Well, they're the cheapest thing, the easiest. Okay. Oh, yes, we're on the part of the video where I focus on getting better and better every day in every way. And we're going to do that with the help of this People Smart book. So we're on the chapter called Shifting Gears, which is about showing you ways to get out of a rut in difficult relationships. Detect cycles of behavior. Detect cycles of behavior. It's tempting to look at human relationships in cause and effect terms. Person A does something that causes person B to do something. For example, you might conclude that someone is driving you crazy or someone is controlling your life. A better model of looking at human relationships is multiple causality. It recognizes that not only does person A's behavior determine person B's behavior, but the reverse is also true. People are caught up in a cycle of behavior in which each party is influencing the other to behave the way they do. A cycle is a transaction that occurs between people over and over again. Once started, cycles are hard to stop. People engaged in cyclic behavior all the time. It gives people a familiar script with which to interact with each other. It also has payoffs both to the individual players and the relationship as a whole. Unfortunately, the cycle has its costs as well. For example, Bill, a guilt-ridden husband, frequently wants a night out with the boys and knows if he mentions it to his wife Sally, she will object. Often, Bill starts an argument with Sally about some other matter. As the argument takes off, Sally becomes angry. Both begin to shout, and Bill walks out. This repetitive sequence could have multiple payoffs. Bill might feel justified about leaving. Sally is able to vent her anger, and the couple avoids the harder struggle of working out how they will balance their needs for closeness and freedom. The way to detect a harmful cycle is to identify times when a problem gets resolved in ways that feel emotionally draining. For example, imagine you have a child who wants things exactly his or her own way. To avoid temper tantrums, let's say you anticipate your child's demands and prepare yourself in advance to meet them. Having now learned how far you will go to appease him or her, your child makes even more demands. The cycle is now complete. The more the child demands, the more he or she is appeased. The more the child is appeased, the more the child demands. Acting in novel ways. Armed with awareness of the ruts you have fallen into, you are now in a position to get out of them by changing your behavior. While there's no guarantee that a change in your behavior will elicit a change in someone else's behavior, it is certainly worth a try. If you change your dance, your partner eventually has to change. It may not be the change you want, but it will be a change. To act in novel ways involves testing the waters, assessing the benefits, and making a commitment. And this is a good place to leave off. Let that marinate in your brain. You know, if you would like to collaborate on each other's channels and be in each other's videos, let me know what you have in mind. We can all benefit and help each other get where we want to go, right? I think when influencers come together, they can make something even better together, right? Better together. Hey, and if you got like a product or service that you want me to sample and try out and talk about on my channel, I'm interested. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Hey, and remember that they are where they are.